this face is going to be right on the news, baby. We are out of focus, and I don't know why. Can we focus on this, please? Pretty please, focus on me. How many fingers am I holding up? 5? No. I'm holding up none. You should have looked. That should go up there. So, I've poured out all the stuff. I put it in a Ziploc bag just because I don't live where I stream, and I would presume that it might have been knocked over. Oh, shoot, I gotta... Careful. I have a lot of... What's the word? Not quite dust. It's not detritus either. Anyways, I have like pencil shavings, and I have like wood shavings around, and I want to like blow them off, but I also don't want to blow off the little piece of paper. There we are. We're speaking again. If you can hear, I might clear my throat quite a bit this stream. For some reason, my voice is just very hoarse. I've been practicing too much to entertain you all. You should be so thankful that I even give you an inkling. Nah, you guys are chill. I'm like, I want to have the eyes just about like here-ish. I'm drawing the... I was going to do this off stream, but I kind of got distracted by my friend Fawn's... Oh, it would have rhymed so well if I said sub-a-thon. My friend Fawn, stub-a-thon. Whatever. This is probably flat. Yeah, it's good enough. I want to draw the eyes right about here. How in should I make them? Like, I'm doing too much damn geometry here. I'm thinking like half a centimeter each in or out of the center, maybe. We'll see how this looks when I draw it. Please be straight. Not gonna make a joke on that, because that's not cool, man. But ooh, if I was conservative. Not gonna bring politics into this, but I could have some heater jokes if I was just more bigoted. Don't take that out of context, dude. Oh, if only I like felt empathy for my fellow man. If only I didn't. Could have been so much funnier. But alas, I was burdened with the shackles of being a good person. I'm kind of tracing that. Damn, that's bright, boy. So like way back here, dude. Even that, it's like literally the sun being strucketh. Is that better? Maybe a little better. Can you please focus on the... That might be better. Maybe it's worse. I don't know. Now the light is kind of in my eyes a little bit, so who knows if that's better or worse. It's really your own description. So today we are going to go for however long I deem it necessary. No, I'm pretty free today. So I can go for however long I want. The second eye, whenever I draw a first eye, it looks pretty damn good. And it's always the second eye. Don't know what's up with it. Get it? I don't know what's up with it. Maybe a little wonky. I'm fine with that. It might be a little bit wonkers. Might be a little Willy Wonkers, but there we go. Maybe that's good. How does that look? Looks fine. Looks fine. we're gonna be doing the closed eyes because it's like I'm sleeping. It's gonna be like should I do a flat? Now I'm thinking about the expressions. I could very well. I was also thinking about this earlier because I do like to like have an idea and then I flesh it out through the days or however long I do this thing, this artistic venture. But I was thinking that multiple different expressions would be neat. But my favorite expression I ever drew for my model was the mouth open, eyes closed bit where I'm blinking mid like speech. You can probably see it when I'm like there. You saw it a little bit. But I think that would be a nice, just like friendly looking thing for me to have. There we go. That's it. How does that look? Pretty damn mediocre. That's what I'm going for, baby. I'm going for directly mediocre. I was in class today, and my buddy, he is a huge... Actually, this is a little embarrassing. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret that I haven't told a lot of people, but I trust you in like a sort of I'll never see you again way, where I trust you with all my deepest, most secretive secrets, but I also like don't know who you are. You know what I mean? Anyways, the reason I really like wanted to do art so suddenly is my friend got into art, and I was like, I could do better than him. And so it's a little bit of an asshole-ish thing for me to do, but that was kind of why I got into art in general, this like late into the game. You know what I mean? All right, I think that looks pretty good. Let me sort of erase it where it's easier to hopefully erase when there's colored pencil around it. Colored pencil and functional school like pencil erasers do not mesh. They do not mesh at all. And then erase that. Erase that. There. I'll go over with more detail erasing it later, but hopefully it won't show up as that like segmented off. I really did like surgically cut that thing apart though. Used a little bit of my geometry skills where I took a line and then you take the midpoint of the random line that you draw on a circle, and that midpoint that you draw another line, and that should be the perfect half, one of the halves of the circle. A little bit of a brain teaser there. I don't know if you've realized it, but that is how you get the what the hell is this crap? That is how you get the center of a circle drawn perfectly. I know. Pretty cool. And then you just do the center of the center circle. That's the other center of the circle. Capiche? You make an X. I don't know what to do next. Let me do the bare basic parts. What colors should we draw? Or should we pick? Colors. Let me pick out a few that we can do. I have 3 main colors. Or no. Those are about the same color. 4 colors, I believe. And that's all I should have to color in. But I might have to do more, depending on what we vote upon. Ooh, I think that's a good inner mouth color. And then, ooh, spoilers. Spoilers, guys. You know what color I'm going to draw if you can't look at my model. If you're unable to look at my model, you know now what I might do. There, I think let's do a little bit of selection here. Let's take out the scrap piece of paper. and let's start coloring. I need a outer mouth and I need a tongue color. Let's line up all the pinks next to each other. Shit. So here, 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 here. Ooh, they are very similar. And you guys cannot see this at all. Okay. Well, this is like the most red here, all right? Very clear this is the most red we got. And I don't think that fits well, so I don't think I'll be using that. And in that case, we don't really have a good outer mouth color. I mean, obviously we could merge colors, but that gets kind of hazy when you're working with colored pencil. I'm not going to lie with you. It gets a little difficult. I think this might be the darkest inner mouth we have. Maybe I'd have to use the red. I don't know. Maybe I can do a little bit of work with the purple where I like, let's try this out. Wait. So I do like shading over with this, and I think that's all right, but it needs to be a little bit darker. So I just do a little bit with the purple. Maybe that merges into a darker. It does get darker, but it's not really the sort of dark I'm looking for. More of a reddish dark. So maybe even merging that might work. That might work actually pretty well. See that. Shade these on top of each other. Okay. Ooh, we got it, boys. And then what should be the tongue? I didn't put the tongue as too garishly pink. So actually, I think that could be a tongue. Well, I think that's too much of similarities. I think this is the closest to tongue. To the tongue I got. Okay. That is our colors for that. Now let's pick the yellow, because the yellow is going to be kind of important. That's like the main inside color of like my face here. So let's try out some of the colors I'm using. Ooh, this is a much brighter yellow than I thought it was, or much less bright yellow than I thought. I thought it was going to be like basically white, but it's not. This is actually a closer orange that I used. How am I going to reconcile that? My previous actions. Do I want a deeper orange in... Let's see. How... Okay, this isn't that bad. We can definitely use this bit as the section to draw on. Do I really want to switch it up? Yeah, that does kind of fit. You guys, unfortunately... Let me turn off the lights, actually. Ooh. Recorrect. Unfortunately... Whoa, that is way... The lights are way less bright on this camera. It is like dark in my room, right? In this room right now after turning off those lights. Maybe, what about... I don't think those are even... that lamp's even plugged in. Yeah, I think I have to switch oranges. Okay. Okay. We got this, boys. We have picked the correct colors for this beautiful... I'm going to turn back on the light. I don't care. Sorry if you guys can't really see that well. Just imagine how good it will look. And then that's basically all you need. Okay. I need a pencil sharpener. These aren't that sharp. We'll see. But I do believe... Probably not color on the background, hopefully. Here it goes, just coloring away. Color, color, color. Ooh. Please move this back so that I can color in frame at least. I can at least look like I'm being interesting. That's mean. But like, it is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of get it. It is a little boring just watching someone draw. Hmm. But I do think later when we're doing like the stop motion, this might be cooler. Because it's just the sacrifice of some things. They need to be given up so others can take that sacrifice. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Speaking of not really knowing, good transfer, me. Thanks, me. Uh, Speaking of not really knowing, I don't know what I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna. Should I do the lunch conversation? I do it like almost every stream. I'm just a hungry boy, I guess. Just a hungry streaming boy. What does this look like in the center? I gotta like actually see. This might be too. No, it fits. I just don't know how well the pictures are gonna come out with it. We'll see. Let's see that on camera actually. Yeah, if I can get the right shot, that's gonna look nice. Definitely. Okay, that's one petal done. Now, well, actually, wait one moment. Let's see. I have this on this. Because now I have actually a color swab, whatever those things are called. This on this, or this on this. They're two different shades of orange. I think it's actually this. Weirdly enough, I need like the heavier difference just to make it look like there is a difference at all. You know what I mean? I gotta pick out my thing and I put it away for no reason. Is this the right one? I gotta check just in case, you know. I do lose track of these things. So what if I just start coloring some random one? Yeah, it's the same one. Okay. Okay. Now it really is just coloring, I swear. And F it, I'm just gonna be coloring on the back. Well, no, why don't I color on this thing? That seems reasonabler. Because now I can just be in frame, but also not get the background orange. Okay. So on my actual model, I have highlights. If you can't see, on the petals and the underside of my grin, or on the other side of my face, I have like a red circle or like half circle that outlines the highlights of my caricature, right? I don't know how I'm going to do that because those are towards the bottom, right? And unless I want to make 50 different copies, like exact copies of each petal, that's not really going to work because I want the petals to like rotate, right? But if I want them to rotate, then they can't all just like stay in one spot, and they'd have to stay in one spot so that the red faces down. And if the red faces down, or if the red doesn't face down, we'd have to like keep switching them out. But like the petals are different sizes is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm also a little brain muddled. I'm not gonna lie. Today was very difficult. Today was, and I know like this whole week has been very like expletive hard. But today was like the magnum opus. I had I had quite a few tests. I had like in-class work that was very annoying, and I had an essay to write. So I'm a little muddled, but we're happy. We're good with it. And then yesterday I didn't stream, not really to do work, though I did catch up with a lot of work because I didn't stream. I just had to do like outside work because, you know, happy holidays, it's the time to put up lights. And so I, being the strapping young lad that I am, was enlisted into putting up the lights for my family. I don't think I've ever been described as strapping, but I don't think people nowadays even describe people as strapping. Who knows? Who would you consider strapping? Like, I get it's like a healthy young man. Like, oh, you're in the prime of your life. You're a strapping young man. But I don't really know. It seems like an odd adjective. Adjectivary. The act of giving an adjective to something. Is that a real word? I just made that up. Who knows? No, that's how most words are made. All words are made, not most. But who am I to say, really? Ooh, okay. I actually was thinking about quite a lot of jokes this afternoon, but one that I just thought of was all right, so I was reading this book, as you do when you're a nerd like myself, and one of the things that I noticed about one of the characters is that they didn't answer any questions like securely. They didn't be like, oh, it is 12 o'clock. They'd be like, to the best of my knowledge, it could perhaps be 12 o'clock. And this has nothing to do with me like solving a mystery or whatever, because I'm sure that might have something to do with like their character traits or like any mystery to do with like what they believe in or something. That's not what I'm talking about. But I did think it would be really funny if for a whole day I was just like magic 8-ball answers only. Be like, I suppose in a certain light you could maybe think of it that way. But who's to say, really? I mean, I'm no authority on the subject, so I cannot weigh in here or there. And if I did, then that would be that'd actually be a clause for lawsuit, I do believe. But even then, I'm not too sure. Like, just going on and on. Ooh, my body. All right, so outside of streaming, I'm like in my day to day, I'm fine. Like, I'm a pretty sociable dude, but I do tend to get a little bit of wry amusement out of getting a rise out of some of my buddies, as you do. And one of my good friends is just very good at getting rises taken of him. He's very good at crashing out, as the kids would say. So I am like the dynamic duo with this dude, where I'm constantly needling him and he is constantly being needled and hating every moment of it. And so speaking of the last thing where I was like, I don't know for sure, like speaking in circles, basically, I did that to him. I totally forgot about this until right now, but I literally did that to him for like a whole day, and he hated my guts for it. He was so angry because he'd like ask a question to like whatever the homework was, and I'd be like, well, in my unprofessional opinion, as like not taken seriously as I could be, I do believe that it might be this answer, but I don't know if I should share you even that, because as stated earlier, I am no profession. I cannot simply make a profession out of nothing, and I don't know if in that case that I'm even correct in the subject that we are speaking of. He did not like that. He did not like that one tiddlywink. Excuse me. Oh, no wonder my voice is so high. My speaking has become quite cumbersome. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. There we go. That was a loud bottle popping. But anyways, where was I? In anything ever? I have no clue. Dream Hub World. Sorry if I'm calling you out. If you're lurking, that was rude of me. That was a major inference on your sanctity of young mind, good sir or madame. Just thought that was a interesting name. Oh, another thing I was thinking of. So, one of my teachers, my macro teacher, he was telling a story today about how around like Christmas time, his identity got stolen last year. And I like heard this and I instantly was like, last Christmas you stole my identity, and the very next day my bank account was drained. This year, to save me from tears, I'll change my password to something more secure. And my friends did not get it. They did not get the parody. And that kind of made me sad because, like, 'tis the time and they still didn't get it. Imagine if I thought of that, like, in May. They would have thought I was some psycho, some crazy person just speaking to himself. Some crazy person who spends his time coloring cartoons and speaking to himself in his basement. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. This is very aggravating. I'm hoping that, I don't know, I don't work with colored pencils a lot. I kind of just jump around. I don't know if this is how they just are. But if you rub, like, at all, the colored pencils will just, like, erase from it. And that's no good. That's no good at all. I wish this would be faster. And I kind of wish I did this in marker. But I don't really have markers. You know what I mean? And then if I did it in marker, like, colored pencils kind of have a ceiling almost to their skill. And I don't mean this in, like, you can never have anything beautiful made out of colored pencil. That's definitely not true. I've, like, scrolled through some, like, so only colored pencil artists who just go, like, absolutely ape shit and go crazy mode on a drawing. And I'm like, I don't even know colored pencils could even do that. But I do believe that markers and oil paintings for the layman are easier to get to a standard. If, like, you know anything about drawing, or if you have, like, a modicum of skill, I'm trying to shy away from using the word talent. And I think that's interest, and I think the reason why is a little interesting. So it's been multiple different cases when I've heard, like, things that made me annoyed when people would describe talent. One of the things was some person was talking and they're like, I kind of think it's sad that so many people have turned things that would naturally just be part of the human experience into skills that should be commodified. And, like, you're not good at this, so you can't do it, like singing or drawing. And I'm like, that's sort of right, but I don't enjoy when bad people sing, and so I kind of have to go monkey brain here and be like, I just don't like it when you sing. Please do not sing. Ooh, that one's already colored. Please be colored too. Less work is always more fun for me. So that was, like, the first half. And that kind of leads into the second half, where a lot of people who use, like, AI art or AI whatever use the argument that, like, oh, they just weren't blessed with talent of, like, doing something. And so they, like, it's actually, like, unfair for anyone who's talented, in their words, at drawing to ridicule them for using AI art because it's their, like, Harrison Bergeron bridging the gap. Ooh, that fits it so well. If you guys remember Harrison Bergeron, crazy literary reference I just made there. Only the goats know my boy. Shit, who is the guy who wrote that? I gotta look that up. It's gonna bug me all stream if I don't. Last Christmas, you stole my credit card, and the very next day, my account was drained. This year. Who wrote Harrison Bergeron. Kurt Vonnegut. Ooh. This is a great short story, by the way. If you have the time, highly recommend. Harrison Bergeron, if you don't know, and I have to give you the goated recommendation of the day, is about this dude who, name this image Harry, and I'm just gonna plug in a artist rendition of Harrison Bergeron. It's basically about this dude named Harrison, who is like, basically, if you know the Emperor from Warhammer 40k, he's kind of like that, where he's just genetically goated. And this isn't like a, to not scare you away, this isn't like a genetics, like any sort of superiority thing. Kurt Vonnegut writes about like dystopian weirdness, but like he's 7 feet tall and he has all this crap on him because in Harrison Bergeron's world, instead of trying to bring people who happen to be like unfortunate in some manner, is unfortunate the right word? Whatever. It's basically about how people with disabilities or even just being average are, instead of bringing them up, they chose in Kurt Vonnegut's story, he's like, what if they chose instead to bring all the people who were better down? And so Harrison Bergeron, you looking at it and be like, oh, that's a 20-something-year-old man. He's like 18 in the story, or even, I think he's like 14 in the story. And he's just like genetically insane. And he's like super smart, and he's super tall and muscular and athletic. And the whole thing is that he literally is so genetically privileged that this, like, it's kind of like 1984 in the sense that, like, it's kind of a dystopian government, and they like take him in and they arrest him because he literally keeps getting because they put, so what they do to bring people who are like above the average down instead of bringing people below the average up, which is what should happen. Like there should be ways at which people who may not learn faster or may not learn as fast or may not be as athletically gifted to still enjoy the same things as people who happen to be above the average. But like instead of that, this story is them bringing the people above the average down. And so for people who are too smart, and we actually get a very first person look at this, because Harrison Bergeron is not our first person like main character. He is what the book is about, where he's like the subject case of basically all the disadvantage bring things down, but he is looked upon by an outside view of his dad, who is above the median of intelligence. And so what they use to like bring him down is they have a mandatory he has mandatory headphones on that randomly play like air siren noises or like any loud startling noise that would break his train of thought, and so it would bring his intelligence down to the average, right? Or it's not even the average. The dystopian part about this, I didn't stream yesterday, so I kind of had to go. But all right, sidetracked. Remember Harrison Bergeron? We're gonna stay on that subject. All right, hands here, remembering it. Punch, tell me, how'd the test go, dude? How'd the test go? Good? Wait, good or not so good? How'd the final, or do you have more finals to go? I imagine you do, because I can't imagine chem is the only final you can have. Barely passed. Okay. Hey, man, once you get to college, C's get degrees. They won't be looking at your report card for, like, a job or whatever. If you're passing the course, you're passing it, man. That's great. I'm so happy I didn't distract you enough that you failed. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Harrison Bergeron. So instead of, I kind of got an aspect of this wrong, and I'm so sorry for that. Had econ, and I passed that one easily. Okay, econ's easy, man. All right, this is a little cocky of me, but I also like passed with flying colors a macroeconomics test like a week ago, and I just got it back. But anyways, Harrison Bergeron. So I got this part wrong. They don't bring it down to like the average. They bring it down to the worst person that they have on record. So instead of like you being as smart, if you had, just for numbers sake, if you had like a 120 IQ and you were like 5 IQ is kind of weird because it's not, if you have 20 points above the average, you aren't a fifth smarter than the average person, because most people aren't 100. They're usually like 95 or 105. But anyways, that's just how statistics work. But what I was saying is they bring it down to, like, let's say they have on record a 7, like someone with 70 IQ and you're at 120. They have to bring you down not to 100, but they bring you all the way, like, in the ways that they can, down to, at least, it's kind of unclear because this is a short story, but it's, they bring you down, like, in your group to the lowest and, like, least able, I think. I don't know. It's been like a little bit since I've read this. Anyways, Harrison Bergeron, basically, to bring a really long story short, because I am so bad at being concise and explaining stuff. Basically, we watch as Harrison tries to like overthrow these horrible systems, and he like throws off the shackles on live television of like a ballet recital, and we have like commentary about like how some of the ballerinas have to wear like masks that make them uglier because some of the ballerinas are already ugly and they don't have to wear masks because they're the like minimum that the rest have to like bring down to. Does that make sense? And some of the ballerinas that are naturally more athletic have to wear like weights and such. But basically Harrison throws off the shackles and tries to like overthrow this system. And then the handicapper general, which is their genuine like title as a member of the non-named government, goes in to the recording studio where this ballerina recital is happening, and Harrison's trying to overthrow the government, and then just shoots him with a gun. And I'm not joking here. That's like, I mean, I guess it's all like, so if you don't know, Punch and Fawn, you might have come in here a little early, but I'm talking about the short story Harrison Bergeron by Kurt Vonnegut. And it's a good short story if you remember it. If not, I literally just gave you a synopsis of it. I hope that, like, preemptively you can path what, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you can think back and be like, okay, that's a description of a thingy-mo-bobbert. Anyways. Yeah, I guess it's like a way of saying that the great equalizer always like, no matter how gifted you are, there's always a great equalizer, which is just someone with a shotgun. Is like, that's not the final note, but I guess what that like section of it was kind of a message of that. But I don't really know. It's just a neat story. What was I even thinking to bring up Harrison Bergeron? I have no clue. Anyways, I think this is going pretty well. I have all the petals colored, and I don't like coloring little small stuff anyways, so it's pretty good. Pretty dang happy about that. And I drew I don't think either of you can really get a good look besides me holding it up to here. But I drew my little face on here. I did it very precisely. I like did a bit of. I remembered a bit of my geometry knowledge from high school, and I cut up the circle into perfect halves and quarters and such. But now we're just gonna color over it all. Shoot, we gotta really erase these things. Almost just blew away all my progress. I have a like muscle memory of whenever I see like eraser dust, just like blowing it away, because you know that's what you do. It's like the most efficient manner. You don't want to keep swiping your hand when you're erasing things. But if I did that, then all the petals would fly away. And I say that not predicting the future, but merely recounting you with the past, because that happened before I went live. Me like drawing this face and erasing some of the things. It was not fun. Anyways, that's enough about me and my Harrison Bergeron. How y'all doing? Punch, I hope you don't have any more finals, because I really don't want to distract you. And also that would suck. We're getting to like the heyday of the holidays. So I kind of am hoping that you're at least like donezo with all the hard stuff. Other than that, why don't we finally back home? Oh, great. That's wonderful. I'm happy that your school let out. Is this early for schools to let out? I don't really know. It seems like a nice break, depending on what you get back when you get back. I can't imagine you get back even before like New Year's. This is a pretty nice break, if I do say so myself. I don't really know though. But are you excited for the holidays? Are you can't wait for Santa Claus or other beliefs? I don't want to marginalize, but any other, or Hanukkah? I don't want to assume. I'm kind of fumbling this inclusivity thing. Anyways, are you excited for insert gift giving here tradition to happen? I am. I gotta sharpen this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can bring. I cannot. I'm gonna see if I can bring the microphone all the way over here, but to where my trash can is, because I don't have a pencil sharpener. I just have a knife and a little trick that we learned in the wilderness. I never was a Boy Scout. I'm lying to you right now. Is to sharpen pencils with a knife, you just do like the 4-corner split. And it works every time. And boop. Boop. Nice. Perfect. Look at that. I'm excited for the holidays, but not for the traditions. Ooh. All right. I'm not going to pry. Well, I am going to try to pry, but if you are against prying, I will totally respect that. I don't want to like push you or anything. But traditions, are there any cool traditions that your family does? Because you seem pretty like. Now, do you mean traditions like the reason I didn't stream yesterday wasn't because I was pretty swamped with work, but I had to also like put up the lights for my family. I had to do some like now that winter time's really getting into full season, I had to like do some winter management, like make sure the hose isn't full. I'm pretty sure we did that a month ago, but I'm giving you exemplars. But any cool traditions? I was too much of a whisper there. Mm-hmm. Oh, none of you guys weren't there for my sick ass. Were you guys there for my sick ass um parody song? I don't know. If you weren't, uh my teacher was telling a story about him getting his identity, getting like his driver's license and his identity basically stolen. One of the major traditions of my family does is we make food for the first response. Oh, that's really nice. I'm not, I like can't make a joke about it. That's very sweet. Now I feel silly because I'm gonna make a joke about someone getting their identity stolen. The only reason why I don't like it is because it takes away. Yeah, yeah, I get that 100%. Especially this is this is like me tangentially being uh commiserating with you, but I for a lot of classes, especially near like Veterans Day, and I had to do this back when my grandpops was alive because he was in World War II and like his whole family was in World War II and one. I would like just be like, "Thanks, Grandpa," and then just like walk away. But we had to send letters to people overseas. I remember this in like elementary school was a big thing, and I remember always being like, I don't know what to write. I don't even know. I know like the gesture is very nice, and it's supposed to be like kind of just a nice thing in general. But I shouldn't. What am I gonna be like? So saw the ball game last night. What am I? I didn't just drop my pencil. You dropped your pencil. Shut up. No, it's all the way in the corner. Wait, I got it. Give me a second. Oh, oh no, it's under. Okay. It was under one of like the legs of my desk. My desk is weird. It's like, how do I explain this? It has like legs, but the legs, their foot. I guess, yeah. If you like, desk legs are called legs. Then the foot of the leg should be the place where it like touches the ground. Those are flat, but they aren't like level on the ground. They have two like points where they touch, and so things can get like under here of like the leg, and it's very much an annoying place to be because that's like major dust haven. Anyways, I do commiserate that. It does sound like a lot of work, and especially if it's like a family thing, because then you kind of have to be like, you have to kind of give a damn. I'm not gonna lie with you. When I wasn't like the most empathetic grade schooler, I wasn't like, oh, I should really put like my whole heart and soul into this message because of the people that are laying down their lives for my freedom. I was like, so what's your favorite video game? And like my shitty ass handwriting was barely legible by like the teacher who's been reading bad handwriting for years, so I'm sure they couldn't even read it. Um, but I imagine with like family members doing it, you kind of have to put your back into it. But that sounds neat. Um, based ass question. Wait, did I? Was I based? Was it me? Was I based? Oh God! Mom, I was based. Okay. Let me get the inner. Oh, now I have to like really erase all these lines because now they look silly. Now they look silly, Billy. Because I was all right. So I was thinking earlier, um, colored pencils like make it hard to erase. They also make normal pencil really stand out for some reason. And dude, I gotta like hold it by the ins. This pisses me off about these colored pencils. They're so flaky. I have to like hold it by parts that aren't colored in, or else it'll flake. There we go. They were back to where we were. Now let me... But at least they're erasable. Some colored pencils that aren't erasable at all, those are hell. Because, like, you do, like, an outline in pencil or whatever, and you want to get rid of the outline. And you just can't. You just can't. And that's the annoying thing. You know, maybe. Oh, I've already done it. I still think it would have been cool to do, like... But I don't have, like, pure... I have, like, pretty off orange and pretty off yellow as, like, my dude, as, like, my little character. And so I don't think it would be a good fit to just do, like, what South Park does, where instead of, like, doing what I'm doing, where I'm coloring in all this crap, they just kind of have different carpentry paper or different construction paper, like, stacked on top of each other to make, like, shapes and such. And I could do that, but it just seems like a pain. And I'm like, it won't be, like, the right color, and these aren't even the right color. I don't know. But the crappy thing is, I know you guys can't really see this too well because of the light, but if I bring the light away, is that better? Maybe if I... Shit, I don't want to knock the camera into looking at me. To my ugly mug. But can I tilt it so it's bouncing off the ceiling almost? Is that better? Oh, it's a little better, actually. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. But, oh, whoa. Whoa! Major eye spots, man. I've had that light, like, basically searing into my retinas for the last... I don't even know how long. Last hour, basically. That hurts. What should I... Ooh, you guys want to hear me complain? Nah, I don't have much to complain about. That was me joshing, but I do have a little bit. Yeah, they're probably fine. I do get that. Do you guys get this thing where you see a light for too long and then you get the little floaty, like, stars in your eyes thing? Because I get that all the frickin' time. And I, like, look at it and, like, they're little splotches of color, but they keep shifting between colors all the time. And so, like, it's a very pretty thing. Like, abstractly, you look at it and you're like, that's a very pretty effect that your eyes do, because they're, like, freaking the fuck out. They're like, what color should I be? What color is this? Is this red? No, it's green. No, it's green. And they're, like, freaking out. What's the deal with... I don't even know what they're called. Another researching section. Light spots in eye vision. Light spot in eye vision. Eye flashes or photopsias are brief bursts of light or color in your vision. Unlike floaters, which drift and linger. Ooh. I think it's this. Wait, let me look up floaters. Floaters in vision. Floaters in vision. Oh, those little freaking goobers. Ew, those things gross me out. Little, like, worms in your eye. Clumps of collagen fiber with. Oh, all right. Let me. This is kind of gross. I'm not gonna show the float. If you want to see what floaters are, um, then you can look them up yourself. This isn't what I'm talking about, but it kind of gives a reference because I don't think there's really a way to describe it, at least the way that I see them. Because this might be how you see them, but this is not how my eyes interpret the little light spots. But these things, when you like look into a light and you like go away and there's like splotches in your vision, I get those all the freaking time. But mine aren't these like yellow circles. They're not these yellow circles. They're like almost like, I don't know how to describe it. There's like purple around the edges, and it's like flashing between yellow, green, and blue and red, and really all the colors of the rainbow. But it's not in like a measurable manner where it looks like the rainbow. It just looks like it's kind of a merging of colors. It kind of looks like a star. It's very cool. I've always wanted to like draw or paint what I saw, how I see them. Yeah. Sorta. But you see, you might get them. I don't know. This literally is, I haven't had a major consensus. I've never really asked a ton of people about this, so I don't know for sure. But you might get them only from looking at the sun. I don't know. But I get them from looking at literally any like sort of bright light for long. I think I've just always had very sensitive eyes to light, but apparently like so much so, because I get them from like looking at a lamp. Like the sun, if I look at the sun for a split second, like half my vision is gone. Not actually, but like almost actually. For all, I think this goes along with it. For every picture I've ever been in, and I'm either looking at a flash or I'm like looking towards the sun, if it's an outdoor picture, my eyes will be closed. It's almost assured. Like my eyes are squinted up, like I can't really see anything. It's not great. People who have tried to like capture me with picture have always been like, "Can you open your eyes a little more?" And I'm like, no, I will start crying, and it will both be because of emotions and because I literally can't see anything. Can you open your eyes a little more, sweetie? Oh my god. If one more photographer asks that shit, I won't say anything because, like, they're doing their job. But I'll think something real mean. I'll think something real rude, man. But I imagine, unless I'm trying to make like a mountain out of a molehill here, that yeah, that is like what you see when you look in the sun is what I'm talking about. Dude, I could get flashbanged so easily. I'm just thinking, like, in real life, I have an actual debuff. I have a real life, like, I'm weak to light magic. Dude, I don't know enough about, I don't have like a good MMO reference, but I have like the general basics. I'm weak to light magic. I'm a fiendish creature. I don't think I'm that fiendish. Maybe nah, I think I'm pretty chillin'. Oh, I totally forgot. I haven't told you guys my parody. So, back to the story, all about how my teacher's identity got stolen. Wow. That wasn't the parody, but so my teacher was talking about how his data got breached, like on the interwebs, and he had to. I gotta sharpen this pencil, the yellow pencil now. Watch out for the dive rocket launcher. Stand back and be careful. Anyways, his just my friend has been quoting that video for like a week now. But anyways, his information got leaked online, and he has, or it got leaked online because of, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was a like subscription that he was using or something to like a bank. I don't even know. I have no clue, but it was like a big leak of like this whole company's information, and he was on it, and he had someone go into his computer and like steal his driver's license and his credit card information. And he's like, yeah, this happened all last Christmas. In my mind, not taking this seriously. Oh, I was like, last Christmas, you stole my credit card, and the very next day, my bank account was gone. This year, to save me from fraud, I'll change my password to something more secure. And so that was my parody of the day. This has no bearing in anything else. I just thought that was funny, and I thought of it like one of the last, I think it was my last class of the day too, so it's fresh in my mind. This year, to save me from tears, I'll change my password to something more secure. Ooh, that just jogged my memory again. I should probably put Last Christmas on the catalog for caroling songs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be here, not all night. I feel like that's pretty long, but for a little longer. Probably a lot longer. I don't know. I have time. I have quite a bit of time today. Oh, speaking of villager noise that helps me think. Punch, I'm enlisting you, Punch. You'll get a card and everything. But sorry. I need help. I need help thinking of Christmas songs. Cause I told you about my Christmas caroling, Calananza. I didn't have another C or K word. C word. It's Christmas and caroling. Anyways, I need your assistance. Yeah, not a random draft at all. I'm specifically picking you, my friend. You are being drafted into my employment. You will not be paid. There's no overtime. And you will get no benefits, but I will be mildly thankful. No, just anything that you could recommend, like any Christmas song that you want to hear, any Christmas song that you think is, like, what's your favorite Christmas song? I'll put on the list. And trust me, my friend, I will be checking it a little more than twice. Pretty good. Need a black one. Need a black colored pencil. That's black, and I need to sharpen it. Damn you. Where's the knife? There's the knife. Trash bag, come here. Trash bag, release. Sorry. Too hip with the kids. Too hip with the children these days. As in, I am socially literate. Ooh, that is a good question. And that is a question that I will be answering right in 10 seconds. In 5 seconds. In 4 seconds. In a little more than 4 seconds. Because I do have to pull up because I have... Alright, so... The way I'm doing this is I'm putting all these songs in a YouTube playlist of the karaoke's of their songs. And I have 12 songs right now. So let me go through them. I have, and you better be writing this down, young man. This will be on the test. I have Silver Bells. I have You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and this isn't in order. I think I'll change up the order to be like some easier songs to get into it, and then later on we'll do some harder songs. And I think I'll have 12 Days of Christmas. All right, so Silver Bells. Let's not get distracted here. Silver Bells, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Happy Holidays, Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Baby It's Cold Outside, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, Ding Dong Song. I was recommended this by my friend Fawn. I've never heard it, and I'll probably have to. Or is it Ding-a-ling? I think is what she recommended, and I did not. Ding-a-ling. Or is it Ding-a-ding? No. Whatever. And then We Wish You the Merriest, which is a very good song. I actually hadn't heard it till recently. That is a very good Christmas song. You should look that up if you haven't. White Christmas and Silent Night are the 12 that I have so far. I'm hoping to make it a nice round 25 if I can. Because I want to probably stream for like, I don't know, I want to be pretty damn long. I want it to be a pretty long stream. And you don't have to like give me that, like 1 or 2, all the help in the world. It can't be all the important ones, man. Let's fill out the roster with some obscure ones. What I need to I don't know. I need to get on the underground wave of Christmas songs. But so many, I'm trying to keep it pretty partisan. I don't want to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't have that. That's a classic. I have to get that one. But anyways, I don't want to leave anyone out if I'm singing these songs. Spanish one. Well, that's not really that descriptive. The red-nosed reindeer karaoke. I don't know what the Spanish one is. What is this? Oh? Oh, that's loud. I don't know if I like that much, actually. To be 100% honest with you, I don't know if I like that much. We're going through. Yeah. I don't like the bells. That's a problem with some karaoke. Some karaokes, they don't make it pleasant to listen onto. Why do they have bells? Is that part? I have such weird YouTube recommendeds for no reason. I think YouTube's trying to figure out my account. Anyways. Ooh, these guys are good. If these guys have the bells, they don't. Okay, so that was just added on to make sure people who don't really know how to sing are on point. Which, to be fair, I don't really know a ton of how to sing either way. So I can't really throw stones. Back to what I was saying. I do remember a little bit of what I was saying. I want to keep a lot of Let It Snow and Blue Christmas. Blue Christmas are good ones. I want to keep a little bit. I mean, obviously Christmas is a objectively Christian holiday, so any stream of me doing Christmas songs is going to be a little partisan, but I want to keep it as religious as possible. So I don't want to do like when a baby is born, or like Jesus was born this day. Any of those sorts of songs. Unfortunately, because some of them slap, but I want to keep it pretty neutral. What the? Oh, this is Elvis Presley's version of the song. That makes sense. Oh, I guess they're all. I guess Elvis kind of popularized Blue Christmas. Okay, I guess I'll be adding that one. I'll try to do an Elvis impression when I'm singing that. We'll see how that goes. And then Let It Snow. Let it snow. Let it snow karaoke. Okay. We're here. This seems good. Sing King, I've found on YouTube, is a pretty reliable karaokeer. Frosty the Snowman. I'm catching so many right now, actually. Now that I've like sat down. Frosty the Mariah Carey. I don't know if I can hit the high notes. I mean, I'll certainly try. That could be fun. What are some Mariah Carey Christmas songs? You gotta be in my register, man. I don't know if I can hit a Mariah Carey song. Christmas Baby. Ooh, I could do Christmas Baby. Christmas Baby. Can I spell baby correctly, please? That's a good one. No, that's not it. Oh, I was thinking Santa Baby. Add that. All I want for Christmas is you. Christmas is coming. Do I have Santa Claus is coming to town? That's a good one too. You got it. If sure, don't worry about high notes. Aw. Santa Claus is come. Ooh, that just jogged my memory again. Santa Claus is coming to town. Karaoke. And then there's Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, which is a good one. This is a whole Christmas like thing. Ooh, this might be good. And they have both. Oh, perfect. And they have it by these random guys. It's fine. All right. This has been a lot of a This has been a pretty good I have 19. That's pretty. Oh, I even have rock. Wait, do I have Rocking Around the Christmas Tree? I do. Nice. Do you know Brenda Lee, who sung originally Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, was like 16 when she sung that? Maybe younger. Jingle Bells. Could do Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells is a good one. It's a classic. Anyways, Jingle Bells is the last one we'll do for right now, because I gotta get back to doing the stop motion, or else it's never gonna get done. Anyways, back to it. Back to the mines. Shit. Back to the mines. Damn, this light is very off, like, weight. I have it like leaned all the way over here. Do the Chipmunks Christmas song. Oh, that is a funny one. I'll put that in the Google tabs. So I'll come back to it later. But what was that? Oh yeah. Let's do It's just not there. Well, trust me, when we're there, we'll be there. But I can't, with good conscience, sing it out, belt it out today. But we'll be there. We'll be there one day. Come on. This is very, I gotta like enhance here. Enhance. Yeah, that's good. And then the pink tongue. Nice. Wait a little corner. Boom. Perfecto. Sorta. Kinda. I need the... Where the hell... I put it over here. Duh. Alright. Gotta, like, maneuver the mic so it's pointed down, because I gotta put my spine into optimal position, which means curved, like I am on the prowl to draw anything good. That's how it's done, man. You gotta put your spine in a compromised position, because it actually puts more power into every brush stroke when you know you're gonna get scoliosis from this in like 10 years. You're like, who cares about scoliosis, old man? You old fogey. When they try to say, no, don't draw like that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Who cares, old man? You're nothing but a fogey. Fogey is such a funny insult. I've never heard it. Yeah, I'm curled up like a shrimp. Like one of them shrimp scampies. Like one of them scampers. Scampering around. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Hey, Punch. If you're interested, this isn't like me kind of like pleading or anything. This is purely just me getting the memo out. If you're interested, I do have a very under construction Discord that I post like when I go live, and maybe I'll start chatting in if there's someone who chats in there. Who knows? I might start like posting day-to-day stuff in there. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do have that, and then I have a YouTube. I have a YouTube that I post my VODs in. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. So if you like missed a VOD or something, I have a YouTube just for VODs, and I have a Discord that is rather empty. No, I'm not gonna say that. Ooh, ew. There. I want a brighter pink for the tongue. It just doesn't pop as much. It's already like... Oh, that was not the bright one that I want. This is more like a purplish pink, not a pinkish pink that I was looking for. I wanted like a... I don't even know. I don't think I have like a pink. That's annoying. Okay. And then... And I came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, he'll go down in history. I know, it's just... I need to be all warmed up for it, and I'm not. I'm cold. I'm cold down here in the basement, in the cellar. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. Looks good. Maybe I have to like thicken up the lines a little more. You can literally hear me like crouch down under where my microphone is because I'm like going shrimp mode. There we go. Here we go. Nice. Wait. Oh, make his mouth more defined. Look at that. He is looking pretty. He's looking rather handsome, if I do say so myself. And I do. All right. So we have all of this laid out. We have all the basics. Damn. I'm impressed. We have everything that is easiest peasiest done. Now, let's do a little bit of more. We have the main focus. Let's get some stars in here, man. Get the star of the show in here. How I'm going to be doing that is I am going to be cutting out the little... Remember I did like a little sketch of the star I wanted? I'm going to cut out that from paper, and I'm going to cut out similar sized pieces, and I'm just going to stack them on top, cut them all out. You get it. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Oh, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, he'll go down in history." All right. There. Nice. And see, we're going to stack them up and we're going to make them look real nice and purty. And then I'll do a few. I want it to be very irregular shaped. So I want everything to be... Whoa, almost. You're going to shoot your eye out with that thing. I'm going to poke my eye out with these damn scissors. I don't even know how you could do that if you weren't so poorly dexterous as myself. Oh, we'll find a way. I'll find a way somehow to poke my eye out and look like a clown doing it. Alright. How many stars are you gonna... So, I want it to be pretty scattered about. And I'll just do it out of white paper so I don't have to paint it, because that would... Or I don't have to color it, because that would suck. Nice. Nice. And I do want them to kind of be like Dr. Seuss-ish, and not like Dr. Seuss, because I don't want to ruin your guys' childhood, because I grew up reading Dr. Seuss stuff as well. He was kind of an asshole. I hate to say it, but he was kind of like a really horrible person. I don't want to, because I will probably get in trouble. I don't want to like say directly the like worst thing that he did, but just look up, do a little bit of research on his wife, and you'll probably find out what I'm talking about. So look at that. A few little stars here scattered throughout the night sky. And then I wonder if I can do anything with these things. Probably not. We'll see. Maybe I'll just like shred them up and put them as confetti or something. I don't know. I don't know. Nah, they're going straight in the trash, actually, because they'd be too much of a hassle to have on the table. It kind of made me upset when I, like, genuinely a little like, oh, damn. When I hear, like, people who, close those, really influenced my childhood and how I grew up, are, like, real, like, shitty human beings. Because I was like, really? Dr. Seuss, you really had to be an asshole like that? Dude. Not cool. Like the famous words of Total Drama Island host, whatever his name was. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Cool. Not cool, dude. Not cool. I'll cut it about there. I want to kind of make it like funky and kind of, I don't even want to say but like, I don't want everything to be even. Like I want, even if the stars are going to look similar, I want them to look like distinct in their own ways, similar to Dr. Seuss. There we go. Whew. My back gets stiff. That actually might be the leading cause of me ending stream. Not like right now. I'm not saying I'm gonna end stream anytime soon, but that might be the leading cause on, if doctors ask why I ended stream, the leading cause is because my back hurty. There to like there to like here. Oh, these stars are gonna look really weird, but they're gonna hopefully look cute. If I can get them proper. Hopefully they're not gonna look silly. Oh, don't cut my fingers off. Okay, we're good. I'm not really that, I don't have anything to talk about. And it's hurting my feelings. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm racking my brain here, man. I'm going through protocols. I'm going through like little funny things that I observed. I'm going through like my memory bank here. There's nothing funny. Like SpongeBob flipping through his memories. Say something funny. Oh God. What the hell am I doing to this poor innocent creature? Oh, there's gonna be so many paper shavings on my desk. Oh, that's gonna suck so much. That, and then that, and then those are the little stars. Oh, these are kind of ugly. Did you watch the award? I sort, well, do you count like barely seeing it behind me, like opening up Twitch for like entertainment in the first time in like a few months and looking at, they have like a shorts feature, which doesn't really make any damn sense because streaming is literally long form, the most long form content you could physically have, and so making it like a shorts feature doesn't really like comprehend to me. But anyways, seeing that and then just seeing a bunch of people reacting to the award ceremony, if you mean that, then a little bit, yeah. I don't know who won, so why don't we actually, thank you for jogging my memory, why don't we do a little game? I need to Twitch, what is it even called? Twitch, oh, the Game Awards. I didn't, Game Award, I always thought you were talking about the Twitch like awards thing, but let me look at the Game Awards. Winners, let's look at the winners. Show winners. Okay. And then, oh, thanks. Let me make a window capture thing in, actually, why don't I just go to this scene and open up Game Awards there. All right, we are, why don't we take a look at this, see who won. There weren't, to be 1,000,000,000% honest with you, weren't a ton of games that I played that like that were new that came out this year. Expedition 33, I heard very good things about this game. Silk Song kind of makes sense. I mean, this is usually, I don't know if these are direct vote-in ballots, but usually really difficult games don't tend to do well because a lot of people get pissed at them. Death Stranding 2 is crazy. It's literally just walking, but I guess they have story or something. I don't know. I guess they just love the Metal Gear dude. Yeah, Kojima. Kojima is who I'm talking about. They just they just love him. They just love everything he does. The Donkey Kong Bonanza. There were a lot of good games this year, but Xstation did sweep. Okay. A little bit of spoilers. A little bit of spoilers, not gonna lie. No. Donkey Kong, didn't that come out like, didn't that come out like a few months ago? Hades 2, I heard a little bit about. I heard just like Hades is kind of like what's the word? It's kind of the normies Gooner game, if that makes sense. And then Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay. All categories. Best game. Wait, what was this? Game of the year. Expedition 33. Best game direction. Split fiction. What the frickety frack is this thing? Hades, Ghost of Tsushima. If You Done? Can you elaborate on, wait, on what? I kind of did. Oh, because like, let me turn this window off and look up Hades God characters. These God characters. Holy shit, I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, like, look at this, dude. If you mean like the Hades is the casual, like the normies Gooner game, look at all these people. This is Gooner bait, but Hades is like the normiest way to get Gooner bait. I'm gonna not scroll any deeper because I don't want to show anything as explicit, but let's be real here. If you're talking about Aphrodite, then it's not even Aphrodite. Just all the characters are kind of, they're literally meant, let me look up Hades 2 characters. 2 Character art. Gotta make sure I don't show any pornography. Where can I see, like, look at these people. Look at this here. Shit. Go back. Don't click on anything. Look at these people here. I'm literally ace, and I'm like, these people are physically attractive. Like, some of them are pretty old, but like, whatevs. Some people are into wrinkles. And I gotta be very careful here scrolling down. Just like, look at them all. Are you telling me this isn't gooner bait? Be 1 mil punch from an asexual man. And I'm talking to you. I'm looking you dead in the eyes right now. Look at me and tell me this isn't gooner bait. This isn't gooner bait. This isn't gooner bait. It's the normies gooner game. And it's like open to all audiences. This is how they dressed in Greece. Okay. No, but like, they knew what they were doing. Like, you can make attractive... I'm not shaming them for making attractive characters. That's whatever. Like, this isn't... Saying it's gooner bait isn't like a horrible thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. But I'm just being honest with you, man. It's the, like... Dispatch has become that a little bit. I'm surprised. I guess Dispatch got released pretty late into the year. But Dispatch is also a little bit of a gooner game. A little bit. Not a ton at all, but just a little bit. Best narrative? Damn, Expedition. Did it just win like all the categories? Best art direction? It's literally these 5 games. I only think that is the only gooner one. Rest, I don't see it. Really? That's crazy. Punch. It's not about the lack of clothing. It's what the clothing shows. It's like the character design. Like, this guy is like obnoxiously attractive. These dudes, this dude, this gal, obnoxiously, like, and I think you're getting me wrong here. I'm not saying gooner bait as in like evil burn the witch gooner bait. I mean, like, whatever. But you got to look at it from like the perspective of someone who would be attracted to this character. Maybe. But like, this dude, Narcissus? Are you kidding me? Like, this, and I'm not saying it's not like wrong. This isn't me putting like a moral judgment on it. I completely am ambivalent to anyone making characters of any like attractiveness level. Jesus, dude. It's literally these 5 games, or these 6 games, including best audio design. They just had to have someone else on the board. I'm not like, don't get me wrong. This is not me saying Hades 2 sucked. I didn't play it. I'm not really... I don't think I'll ever be super interested in playing it. Not because I hate the game or anything. I just, like, have other games to play. And this isn't me saying it sucks. Hell, man. Like, I can enjoy looking at someone that is attractive, but they knew what they were... Like, their draw is the fact that all of their gods and characters are, like, obnoxiously attractive to some extent. Oh, hey, they're switching up the board here, I guess. Anyways, I've gone over it a little. I kind of harped on it a little much, but I don't know any of these voice actors. Expedition 33 won it again. Innovative in accessibility. How are these innovative in accessibility? South of Midnight. I've never even played that. Software. What the hell? How is anything from Ubisoft innovative and accessible? Have you ever used the Ubisoft like game launcher? That shit is actually made by the devil to make you crash out and punch a hole through your monitor. Ooh. Actually switching up the games, I see. A little bit. I never played that. I never played that. I never played any of these games, really. Oh, from... Wait. Was it? Oh, I didn't even see. I'm also just bad at faces. Oh! Or just, like, names and faces and generally looking at people in general. That is Daredevil. And then... Do I know any of the... I don't think I know any of these other people. Unfortunate. Good call out. I watched a little... I think I watched, like, a little bit of Season 1 of Daredevil. Fortnite. Best ongoing Fortnite. No Man's Sky is crazy. Like, I know it got better, but, like, above any of these, insane. Like, objectively, I don't even play... I haven't played Fortnite since, like, Season 5. I haven't touched the game. But objectively, Fortnite should win all of these by just, like, pure numbers, right? That's insane. Best independent game. Ball X Pit was pretty damn good. It's not even... Is it even fully released yet? That's crazy. Hades 2 is an independent? Well, I guess it wasn't like a AAA game, I guess. Never played Asylum. Blueprint, I saw Northernline play a little bit. Best indie... Debut indie game. Dispatch. Whoa! Dispatch was here. That's funky. I'm surprised it didn't show up for quite a few other categories as well. Dispatch has kind of been like making a hit. Best mobile game. Uma Musume won. Classy. Classy, classy, guys. Best VR games. The only 5 VR games that like came out this year. I didn't play any of the... I haven't played like a lot of new games at all, but I didn't play like any of these. Best action games? You have a Ninja Gaiden there, bro? What is this, 2012? You have a Ninja Gaiden game as one of your best actions? What are you doing? No shame to Ninja Gaiden. It's just like... Even Indiana Jones... We were drowning picking these options. I mean, Silksong definitely should have won that, but like... How is Death Stranding an action game? It's literally... You just walk around. What? I guess it's adventure. Doom didn't win a single one. It got popped up for quite a bit. Outer Worlds 2? Dude, Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 for best RPG. We're drowning. That's not good. That's sad. Doom not winning anything is kind of sad, especially for action games. They like had... I don't know. I feel like Doom could have... It's just like a classic action game. I guess it definitely should have had like a run for its money, but it's insane that these two like gutter child RPG games got in. Literally never even seen this game once in my entire life. How did this win? I'm turning off the visuals so I can look up what this game is because I have no... Fatal Fury... No, not Fatal Frame. Fatal Fury City the Wolves? Oh, it's just a Capcom game. Okay. Okay, that's not... Okay, that's not that bad. Excuse me, I had to sound manly for a second there. Okay, that's not that bad. I've just, like, never seen it once in my entire life. That's a fighting game with Ronaldo. It has fucking Ronaldo in it? What? Where? Where is Ronaldo? Where is the soccer dude? Can this like depixelate so I can actually read any of their names? Is it maybe? That's crazy. Dude, they bought how is he in a fighting game? Best family. Lego Party. A lot of Mario Kart, Sonic Racing. What the hell is Split Fiction? It's been in so many of these, I've literally never heard a peep about it. That's crazy. Also, this is literally my jam. I like play strategy games the most. I've never heard a single one of these besides Jurassic World Evolved 3. I don't play any fighting. I've never played a Final Fantasy game, so I guess that might be why that one faded, but I've never heard of the other two. Sports games. Okay. Sure. Hey, isn't that the one with Ronaldo in it? Wow, Ronaldo shows up twice in the gaming awards. That's crazy. Best multiplayer. Peak was pretty damn good. Lego Part, dude. Have you been? The only reason I know about Lego Party is because of Northern Lion streams of Lego Party, but that one's pretty good. Peak's fun. Those games that you play with your really? Again, I'm gonna have to look it up. Split Fiction. Split Fiction. Fiction. Oh. Okay. It's okay. I get it. Night Rain also great. Arc Raiders came out 2 weeks ago. I think that's unfair as like recency bias. I don't think that's appropriate. I think Peak or Night Rain should have won. Best adaptation. Okay, insane. All of these are on here. I guess I haven't watched anything but a little bit of the Devil May Cry show, which wasn't really good. But I heard good things about The Last of Us TV show. Insane that they're really scrounging so much that they had the Minecraft movie on here. Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 1. It's literally winning awards without even being out yet. Marvel's Wolverine. Philip said that Sonic 3 wasn't put up for a nomination. I mean, they could have taken out the James Bond game, which is literally just Hitman. That's also crazy. Or the Wolverine. I've never heard a single hint about this Wolverine game. I saw a little bit about the James Bond game. It's literally just Hitman. Content Creator of the Year. Oh, they have a VTuber on here. And another, well, yeah, I guess another one. Kaizen. Who the hell is that guy? I guess he's an esports dude, maybe? Is that like a stadium behind him? Or I have no clue what's behind him. Moist winning. Pretty classic. I'm pretty chill with that. Pretty happy about that. Best esports game. It's good that Counter-Strike is holding up its fist like a champion over all these new folks. Wolverine game got delayed, but a lot because of leaks. Oh, that's annoying. It's also weird. Like, I don't know. If you have a finalized product and it gets leaked, that sucks. But you shouldn't then try to like rework the parts that got leaked to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's just a waste of time. Like, so what? It got leaked a little. Who cares? Best esports athlete. I don't know any of these people. I'm like so not in the wave of esports. Oh, I gotta. Holy shit. My back. Oh, my back. I'm an old man. Best esports team. Don't know anything about that. Player's voice. Player's voice is 100%. Oh. What is Withering Waves? Genshin Impact, funny, Dispatch. Insane that I got voted in for this, but it didn't win its own thing. Most of the least were dev builds, and okay. Most of the leaks were dev builds, but still, like, that should be even more of a reason. Like, why even delay? What is Withering Waves? I feel like this is definitely going to be a little. Is it Wuthering Waves? Wuthering Waves. It's a Genshin game. Okay. Yeah, it's a gotcha Genshin game. Makes sense. All right, back to art. Back to art, guys. We need to be focused. This is serious. These stars look ugly as hell. I'm gonna throw these out. That was a waste. Hmm. Let's do a little bit of art, a little bit more art, and then probably gonna be it for today. I hate to say. I'm getting. My voice was hoarse to myself. Like I felt it coming on that it was gonna be like hoarse and rough, but it has now transcended me just feeling it becoming hoarse and rough, and now is hoarse and rough. So we'll push on for a little longer, but who knows how long that will be. There you go, and then put these a little thinner so that they fit with those. Oh, my eyeballing skills are cracked. Look at how similar those all are. Look at them for just a quick second. Boom. Look at them for a quick second. Nope, not there. Kaboom. Look at them for a quick second, and then it's the biggest one here. Boom. Let me draw a little starry do. Wait, that's not how you draw a star. There. See if I can draw these or cut out these little things. Wait, I probably should have done it on the smallest one, no? Damn, that's dumb. That's silly of me. That's a silly Billy move. It's not. How should I make these star designs? Maybe like a. Cause I made those, and so maybe I should do a similar thing. Like that. I hate that when I'm like barely out of frame. That pisses me off a little bit. Especially when I'm like trying to be in frame and like doing stuff like this. I gotta like double check if I'm in frame, because if I am not, and I'm talking about not being in frame while not being in frame, I'm gonna crash out just a little bit. Is a smidgen gonna crash the freak out? I actually, speaking of games, or Peak, I think Peak or Night Rain should have won the multiplayer thing. Definitely. And speaking of that, I'm literally after stream gonna go play some Peak with my buds. So, unbiased source here, but pretty fun game. If you have fun friends, like kind of free multiplayer games like that, or not free as in price, but like free as in sandboxy multiplayer games, are the most fun. They're literally friend slop. Don't cut myself, please. And then do like that, dude. Ooh, got them all. Yes. How does this look, baby? Pretty damn good. That is quite a few stars. There's a star in the sky, and it's got your name on it. Maybe 2 or 3? I'm gonna do 3. So one of them's a little short, but fine. It's all good, yo. Whoa, what? I think that's a scissor mark. But, alright. Cutty. I've been looking. Alright, so I'm going to be doing this for as long as I can. I'm thinking actually also, because for my karaoke stream, I want to have like a background that's neat. Or just like for my Christmas caroling theme, but for karaoke streams in general, I want like a background that's neat. And so now, like, I might as well, since all the stuff is out, just make another one for karaoke and like theatric events in general. I'm thinking. So I'll just do like a theater, like a red curtain theater. I think that'd be fitting. I think that'd be neat. I think that'd be fitting. I think that'd be neat. I'm talking to a guy and his name is Pete. And we're buddies. And then we cut a little more. There. To there. Why is holy rhymes? Yeah, I'm kind of the goat at rhymes. I rhyme on time, and I got nothing. You put me on the spot too much. Punch, and now here we are. Now here we are, can't even rhyme. To earn a dime. Seeing how far I am out of line, I find that my not there, man. I don't know. I was never good. Like as you do, your friend lays down a sick beat, and he's like, "Freestyle on it, yo! Freestyle on it." And I'm like, I might as well oblige. And I certainly try my hardest, but as much as I enjoy a witty wordplay, I'm not too good at just like generally following bum snap beep. A little bit of a rhyme scheme for rapping. I also just like, I don't hate hip hop, but it just like isn't my format. You know what I mean? Just ain't my thing. Nice. It's pretty good. I mean, we'll definitely need way more, but these are pretty good. And if you can hear by the tone of my voice, I'm tired. I'm a little drained. This was a very long stream of me just talking. I loved anyone popping in. That was really cool. If you enjoyed this for any reason, I hope you stay tuned, and if not, no worries, man. Have a wonderful day. And have a happy holidays. See ya. Recording. The same goes for a one like you.